Hi and welcome. I'm going to give you a garden tour. Okay, so first, let me set the scene by saying that it's a hot 90-degree and windy day. It's early May. So we're going to see one part of the garden in sun and some of it is going to be in shade. All right, so first of all, we are inside the casita right now, formerly known as the studio, formerly known as the office. It's had a few names. Okay, so this is the studio. That's it from the outside. Over here, we have some Pride of Madeira, my Pride of Saratoga fig tree, and a lovely Rangpur lime that is just like covered in fruits and blossoms. Look at this. It's crazy. Over here, we have the Garden of Misfit Cactus. No, they aren't really misfits. They're just, those are the cuttings that I had left over that I wasn't going to sell from my San Pedro cactus. And so I just decided to put them here. They'll grow up into a whole forest of cacti here to cover this fence and the view of the neighbors. Okay, so over here is, a lone marker of my dog's grave. That's all that's left. That rock used to have an inscription, but it got ruined. All right. Over here are some cool hypertufa pots that I made with shells and a random assortment of things in them. I love them. Here's a Meyer lemon tree that doesn't get nearly enough water, and it's too hot over here for it, really. We'll walk around here. Okay, so super pretty. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is one of my favorite views. Look at those sulfur buckwheat. Aren't they beautiful? That color is unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. And look over here. Lupins. Lupins are growing in my yard now. So happy about this. And not only that, but I have purple there. And I have what? Yellow over here. Look at this. More lupins. Okay, scraggly. Only one blossom. Looking like they're really struggling, but still. For those of you who don't know, I've been trying to grow lupins for probably 10 years, unsuccessfully every time. Okay, another pretty view of the sulfur buckwheat. And then look over here. Look at this little patch, formerly completely just dry, bare, scorched earth. And now, look at all these different flowers. Look at that lupin. They're kind of weird and stretched out and tall in the flowers, but I'll take it. I really don't mind. This is a groovy stone sculpture that I got in Joshua Tree from some hippie before Joshua Tree. It was so cool. Well, these are all dusty, but they normally, oh, the cover was upside down. They normally look good though. You know what I mean? All right, what else? This is the outside of the casita. 3 bird houses, but sadly, I think it's too hot for the for the actual birds. So, yeah, it's sad. Okay, let's see what else can I show you. Another San Pedro cactus, a sickly looking one because it wasn't taken care of for a while. Here's the twin to the previous sculpture, and over here is, we don't have a name for this. I call it the pavilion. So, right, back up. Look, I made these. They're pretty cool. I like that texture. I put bamboo in here, and then it rotted out. Actually, a little bit of it's still in there if you look carefully. Okay. So, but they're too far apart, so everybody's like trying to do giant steps. Okay, here is my lemon tree that does give some fruit, but it's really just too hot and dry over here. And more little hypertufa experiments. That one's blue. I like them. I feel like they look all weathered and ancient. I'm into that. This is the fountain that I tried to get to work forever and ever and ever. I wanted 2 spouts coming out, and there was like a spillover deal for a while. So finally I just went and bought a pump and this cheap little thing, and that works fine. It doesn't get water all over those bronze tiles to discolor, although I like what it's doing right now with the whole shiny gold at the top down into the blue oxidized at the bottom. I like it. Over here it's really blue and it's really pretty. Awesome. Okay, here's a little seating area I just came up with just recently. Isn't it cute? Have a little table. So there was no big table out here recently, and so you couldn't like eat so comfortably because that little coffee table doesn't work for eating. But now you can bring out a plate or something like that. It's more usable. Back here. This is a what's it called? Sacred fig. It's from India. It's supposedly the tree that the Buddha sat under when he got enlightenment. But sad statement, I can't really get it to grow. I mean, India has the part of India that it thrives in is the opposite climate from here, so. And then this is my buckeye, my California buckeye. It'll be naked in another month and lose all of its leaves. There's the egg over there. Okay, now we're moving into the shade section of our program. These are the California poppies that grew over the path instead of where they were supposed to, which was next to the path, over here in the wildflower section. Yeah, the poppies chose not to grow there, and they grew here instead. So, looking back, just to see where we came from. Here, I forgot to show you this little couch area, but that's cute. It's this nice little nook. Okay, over here, there is a bas-relief that my ex-boyfriend Stefan made for me. Look at her boob. Her boob is like just stuck on. There. Funny. And the guy has like the world's tiniest penis. Or no, it's not even. Anyway, I did give him a little bit of a hard time. Okay, back to the wildflower garden. This was an attempt to take this sorry-ass, dry, degraded, hard clay with bark mulch on top area. It used to be underneath our trampoline, and it gets no irrigation over here. So I took this spot and I'm turning it into a wildflower garden. And look, another lupin flowering. producing seeds. Oh look, there's our friend. Our friend, the giant carpenter bee. Anyway. Okay, so these phacelias are growing very nicely. The purple ones. Love them. I have like one last tidy tips over here, putting out an effort. Otherwise, the other ones are all spent. They're like, oh no. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Usually they look like this right now. And then a few more poppies, some more lupins. Some stuff still hasn't, I don't know what this is. This could be a weed and I'm just letting it go because I think it's supposed to be here. But yeah, I'm kind of proud of that effort. Over here we have, so behind us is a busy residential street. And I had to cut stuff back on my own. So I sawed this stuff down very awkwardly to get it to fill out more and be a hedge. But this one needs to catch up. It is growing fast though. And then over here, I didn't realize that this section of the hedge had lace bugs. I didn't know that lace bugs were a thing, but lace bugs are a thing. And this section of toyon, these are toyons. They grow red berries in the fall. They were stricken with lace bugs. And so I came and sprayed them with some neem oil, which is an oil from India. Insecticidal, fungicidal, and they seem to be doing much better now. So yeah, I have some catching up here to do to go all the way up that fence and keep the sound of these cars out. Okay, now we're getting into wax myrtle land. So this is the first wax myrtle that I ever grew as a hedge. And it's very slow. It wasn't happy. It's also planted right at the foot of this giant tree in the shade. So poor baby. There's another one that I'm trying to grow over there. I think that one's doing better. You know, when they have friends to grow next to, they just do better. They don't do well by themselves. Okay, let's go in the front. Like I said, it's a windy and hot day. So here's some toyon over here. These are doing well now that we got rid of the bamboo. So you see a stone fence right now. And that fence was just built. Okay, so this is the wax myrtle hedge right now. And I can grow up to 5 feet a year. So we're hoping for complete coverage, I don't know, a year or two, 2 years, 3 years. And then looking this way, these are some new chairs that I just got at Pier 1 on super sale. Okay, I'm super proud of that little acquisition. These are old hammocks that we've had for a long time. Everyone's terrified to lay in them except me. But they're actually very comfortable and just chill to like, okay, here. I'll just show you. You straddle it, first of all. You straddle it, you sit down, you put your feet up, you spread, and that's it. Okay, look at this. I mean, this is nice, right? You're like at kind of a ground level. I don't know, it's just relaxing. The wall covers up the car noise better. And or you can just chill. Look at this. All right, but I'm not chilling right now. I'm giving you a tour. Okay, so this is the front of our house. It is like a ground, a bray. Okay, this is the front garden. It looks very pretty right now. We have some yarrow. We have some hummingbird sage right here. We have the murder bowl. So the crows have been coming and murdering things next to or in the fountain and then washing the murdered things in the fountain. I rinsed this out yesterday. See that pink tinge? That's the blood that's left over from the crow murder bowl. So, yeah. some more yarrow coming into blossom. It is just another view of, those are coffee berries. Those will also grow to be about 6 feet tall. The rocks, seating area. Okay, now we're going to go around to the garden. So here I have some experiments going on. I have a prickly pear cactus and a San Pedro and some potatoes and artichokes. Some artichokes. I'm just ready to pick, I think. These are some lettuces that really need to be picked soon. Some of them have already bolted. Oh, my fruit cocktail tree. I love the fruit cocktail tree. It's got apricots, plums, and peaches and nectarines on it. And some kale that's not doing so well. Passion fruit that is doing very well. Some bolted cilantro that is now turning into coriander seed, and oregano and wild onions, and that is the passion flower that is growing passion fruits. What else? Oh, this is my my tree. What's it called? Tree broccoli. I can't remember the name. Over here I'm growing a mulberry, but I don't know, it just has this one giant spike and then it wobbles around. Some raspberries over there. Wood and black turkey fig tree. So that is what's going on in here right now. Into the side yard. Oh, these are the San Pedros. Poor things, they were up to the roof and like these huge giant stalks, and then we had a big windstorm and they're so heavy. It's crazy. They're like 150 pounds, the big ones. It's amazing they were even vertical to begin with. But anyway, so now we have all these new sprouts that came out of the broken pieces, because each time you, well, like this, see, the broken stalk then grew 2 or, no, just 2. Okay. You know, sometimes they can grow more. Anyway. Oh yeah, look at this one. One's growing like 4. So, I just broke one of those and sold it. Sold the cuttings after aging them in the garage for 8 weeks. That's the world's slowest business, is selling cactus cuttings. Okay, coming into the backyard again so you can get this view. Oh, look at this. Beautiful bush anemone, Carpentaria californica, in full bloom. This plant is kind of fussy and doesn't look good during parts of the year, so. Okay, well that's it. That concludes the tour. I'll give you the pan. Oh, there's another one of my pots. Oh, I like this one. This one is maybe the coolest, but it also weighs 1,000,000 pounds. But like, look at the texture, you know? It just, I just like it. It looks very aged, and I'm into that. Okay, so again, to give you the pan. Da, 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 da. All right, thank you for coming with me on the garden tour today. See you next time.